Hey guys, I am back with another story time, and this is going to be 3 little stories in one, and I think they're all so fucking bizarre, so I think you guys will really like this video. Just to start out, because I've been getting some comments lately about me wearing ATO shirts in a lot of my videos, and also in the video that I made about my bad experience in my sorority, and people either think that this is my sorority, which it is not. This is a fraternity for men only on campus. I own a lot of their shirts because when I always talk about all my best guy friends, they're all in this fraternity. Like, this fraternity means a lot to me, and I know that I've expressed that I do have issues with certain types of people in Greek life, but those are mainly my opinions on sororities because that is what I experienced. That is what I can speak on the behalf of. Fraternities is like a whole different thing that I have not even discussed really my opinion on fraternities. So I feel like I have the right to be able to support a group of men that are my best friends that I really care about. And I've never been mistreated or had a bad experience in a fraternity or around fraternity members the way I did within my own sisterhood. So these are my best friends and I'm always going to support them. Anyway, moving in with the story. This is about the weirdest, most random experiences that I've had with guys in college. Like weird chance boy encounters. 2 of them are from Tinder and 1 is just a guy I met like naturally in college at FSU. All these stories have happened over the past 2 years, so while I've been in college, so I know that you guys like college type videos, especially ones about like boys or relationships. So ladies, prepare for a wild ride because I promise you'll definitely have some weird little encounters like this too because college boys are horny and crazy. My first story was during my freshman year, but like not only that, it was the first week of freshman year. So like I was straight new to FSU, had just been dropped off from Texas where I'd lived my whole life, literally knew no one, was still trying to figure out where my classes were on campus, like the first fucking week, and this shit already was going down because of fucking course. We move in and my dorm was co-ed. Like, there are boys and girls on the same floor, which a lot of colleges make their dorm stacked, like a floor for all girls, and then the next floor will be guys. But our floor was like me and my roommate, and then our suite mates, and then another pair of suite mates, like down the hall, and then every other fucking person on our floor was suite mates of guys. So we were just surrounded by guys, and I already knew, naturally, like, I'm at least gonna like one of them, okay? Or at least one of them's gonna like me. Unfortunately, it was one of them liking me, and the feelings not so much being reciprocated. During the very first week of school, everyone on the floor just started talking to each other, getting to know each other, and me and my roommate quickly made friends with this entire suite made of guys, which was 4 guys total. They were all so cool, so smart. We just really liked these guys, and we would like frequently text them like, hey, is everyone home? Like, let's come over, like, let's play video games, let's watch TV. Like, we were like actually friends during freshman year, and if any of those guys ever watch this video, I hope all of you are genuinely doing well because I don't get to see any of you guys around anymore, but that was really fun freshman year. One of the guys I thought was really cute, and he like played lacrosse and was like really cool and what the fuck ever. And the first night that we ever even went over to hang out with them and those guys, the first week of college, him and I ended up like kind of cuddling on the couch. Like, it just kind of happened where he kind of like did the whole like put his arm around me thing, like our very first night ever hanging out. And I was like, oh my god, like this kid's already pulling like fucking date night theater movie moves on me. Like, he's definitely like interested. We like exchanged numbers, and I thought he was really cute, but I didn't know yet like if I liked him, obviously, because I like didn't know him. The next night I had to be at my former sorority to do something. I don't know, it was during like the pledging process, so we have to do a lot of stuff as babies, so it was probably just like a baby meeting or something, and he was blowing up my fucking phone during it, and it was just so annoying to me because this was my first week in my sorority, and like I didn't want to be on my phone like during the meetings, and like I was just like trying to like soak everything in, you know, because I was still like so excited, like the rush after midday. This kid doesn't even know me, like we just met yesterday. He's already acting like a weird clingy boyfriend, and so when I could respond I would, but then he would just reply back to me again with like, like 10 messages, and it was him being like, I'm out, like I'm drunk at the bar, but like I want to come to you, like when's your meeting gonna be over? I'm gonna taxi home back to our dorm right when you go home. Like, no, like if you're out, stay out with your friends. Like, why would you come home to like hang out with me? Like, that's so fucking weird. Like, who does that? You don't even know me. I told him when I was going home, and at this point it was like midnight. It was super late. The meeting went super long. I get back to my dorm and he's there, like waiting for me. Like, he literally left the bar and left his friends just to go be at his dorm to wait for me. Like, why? He was like, I'm home, like come in my room, like I want to hang out with you, whatever. And I should have been smart enough to realize that since he'd been out at the bar, he was drunk. Oh my god. This is literally the first time I've remembered that night he was out at a bar. So that's why he acted weird. He was so fucking plastered. Oh my god. But still, he's a weirdo. So I go into his room, and at first it's normal. He's just like, how was your meeting? Like, what were you doing? Whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, it was fine. And I like slipped off my shoes because I thought I was gonna like go sit on the couch and hang out like how we did every other time we hung out. And he literally like grabs my shoulders and like takes me to his bed and just starts like aggressively making out with me. And he was literally such a bad kisser. So if he watches this, I'm sure he's gotten better in the past 2 years, but it was so fucking bad. I just wasn't about it at all. And I literally just got up off his bed, like pushed him off me from like fucking putting his tongue in my throat, and I literally ran out of his fucking dorm room down the hall back to my dorm room and just like locked the door and was like, oh my god, like telling my roommate, because at the time me and my roommate were actually really good friends before we decided that we were not gonna be good friends. I was like, oh my god. I like told her what happened, like freaking out, because like who the fuck does that? Who the fuck does someone they don't know who's like hanging out for the first time grabs them and like pushes them on the bed and makes out with them? Like, what the fuck? What are you doing? Since I'd slipped my shoes off in his fucking room because I fucking suck, I was shoeless, and it was like my Converse, like shoes I fucking needed like every fucking day to walk around campus and look cute at the same time. The next morning I had to wake up early for class because I had like a fucking like 8:30 a.m. class freshman year because stupid. I literally had to text him at like 7:30 in the morning being like, I'm so sorry to wake you up, but like my shoes are in your room, like this is so awkward, like I need to come get your shoes. And I literally had woken him up. I had to like go pound on his door, like waking him up to get my shoes, but I needed my shoes, and it was so awkward and so embarrassing and just so weird. And then forever in time, forever, the dynamic between me and that guy was so weird, so awkward. Like, we could never even be like friends, but I was still friends with all his suite mates. But like, that just was the most awkward thing ever for both of us, that it was kind of like, we just like, no, I don't like it. And then, small world, this girl, this like random girl that I probably would never have met in a million years if it wasn't for this guy though, that weird guy. This random girl started like not dating him, but like they started hooking up like kind of exclusively or something, and she knew that like before they started hooking up, like he made a move on me or something. So like her and I kind of became friends. We just like had him in common, and when they like ended the thing, she like wanted to befriend me, and that's actually like how me and this girl became friends. We actually did become good friends, and I don't hang out with her as much anymore, but I still consider her a friend, like for real. Anyway, after they broke up, and then since me and her were friends, she told me that like hooking up with him was like super shitty and stuff, and I was like, yeah, like dude, that one time he kissed me, I literally thought it was such a bad kiss. Like, you know, we like bonded over how like we were just amazed at how like sucky he was at like kissing girls or whatever. Okay, second weirdest experience with a guy that has happened to me in college. This guy was a guy from Tinder. I don't know, like 6 months ago, I had Tinder for like 2 straight months, which is the first time I've ever had it like on my phone being used that consistently. Like usually Tinder's something I've had over the past couple of years that I download like once every 6 months for like a week, and then I'm like, yeah, why did I re-download this? But like 6 months ago, for like 2 whole months, I was on it like steadily, like as an app that I was using frequently. Like I was like really getting a kick out of Tinder, like let me tell you. I matched with this guy on Tinder, and we messaged back and forth some a little. I don't know what the conversation was about at all. Like, half the time the conversations are the guy being super sexual, flirty, creepy, and I don't really like those ones. And then half the time are guys that say something really funny or, like, super witty to start a conversation, and then I'm like, I'll talk to this one. I don't know what category our conversation fell in, but I just knew that I wasn't interested enough to meet him. You know, like Tinder, meeting someone from Tinder is kind of sketchy. You're literally going to meet a stranger, and I just did not feel it like through texting enough to go meet him. Like I just didn't feel like we vibed, whatever. I was just out like 6 weeks ago or so, I don't know, sometime during summer session, and I was at this bar, like whatever, with a big ass group of my friends. Like, I went out that night, y'all, with like 12 fucking people. So we were like in a herd. So I was with all these people, surrounded by all these people that knew me, and this guy comes up to me, and I vaguely remember him. So my brain is instantly thinking, okay, random Tinder person, but I don't know who it is at all, because it's one of like, what, fucking 100 matches? Who knows? He comes over like super drunkenly, like so fucked up, but it's like, oh my god, you're Snapchat girl. And then it instantly dawns on me who it is, because there was this one guy that I matched with on Tinder that I never met, but because we exchanged numbers, he added me on Snapchat and literally would Snapchat me like once every like 2 weeks for like a couple months, I would say. I don't know, he would just like spontaneously Snapchat me a lot, and I would like never reply. Like, I already knew I wasn't interested. Like, I just like, sorry, I'm not. And I'm just like, oh yeah, I am. Like, I didn't really know what to say. I was like, so like, what the fuck is happening? And then he was like, good, and then grabbed my shoulders and then pulls me in and just kisses my mouth. But I literally this was me when he kissed me. Like, I literally sucked my lips in so he would not actually touch my lips. Freaking, And I literally then, like, pushed him back like this. And I was like, what the fuck? And then he just, like, fucking ran off laughing, drunk with his friends. And since I was with so many of my friends, so many of them turned around and were like, who the fuck was that? And I was like, you guys, that's literally a random person from Snapchat. Like, what the fuck? Do not fucking do that to people that you do not fucking know, okay? Okay, third mini story. This one is so fucking good. One time I matched with this guy on Tinder like a long ass time ago, like over a fucking year ago, whatever. And apparently we talked back and forth. I don't know, apparently we did. And then like some time ago, some person kept like adding me on Snapchat and then deleting me and then adding me again, like trying to like pop up again, like someone added you to like show their name again, like trying to get my attention, but I didn't know who the fuck they were, and I don't add people I don't know. Then a couple weeks or whatever after that, someone liked like 15 pictures in a row on my Instagram, and when people do that, I click to see like who they are. Like, I don't know, like, you lurking heavy, like, who is you? I recognized his pictures. I was like, again, it's a situation where I'm vaguely recognizing a face, but I know I haven't met them, which means it's a face from Tinder. So, being curious, I actually DM'd him and was like, hey, you look familiar, like, are you a Tinder guy? And he was like, yeah, but you unmatched me. And I was like, that's probably not the case. I did in the past, like I've said, delete my Tinder like very frequently. So I probably just deleted it and I like disappeared from his matches or something, whatever. He then was messaging me back and forth on DM a whole fucking lot, like having a full-blown conversation with me, like made it very clear that he was very interested in getting to know me, definitely was offering like if I ever wanted to hang out, whatever. Then he started texting me, and one day he like invited me to go to the pool with him and his friends, and I was instantly like, no, like, I don't want to meet you, like, definitely don't want to meet you with your friends, like, this is weird. I also don't want to be in a bikini meeting you for the first time. That's like so much pressure to like expose my whole fucking body to this like boy that's obviously gonna judge me the second he meets me because he's from Tinder. No way, I'm not doing that. And he was like really insistent that I meet up with him, really insistent, and was like, how about if we come to like your apartment pool, like make it easier? And then I was like, okay, well, that's not that bad, because then if I like hate him, I can literally just like leave the pool and walk to my apartment and be like, bye. So I was like, okay, I'll do that, whatever. Like, I had nothing else to do. So I met up with him and his friends at the pool, and they were all actually very cool. But this guy was 30 years old, which is the oldest person I've ever met from Tinder. And like I said, that the guy that I'm talking to now is 28. 28 to me is like the absolute max. Like, no, like it cannot be more than that. Like, I'm already like, I can't believe that there's a 7-year age gap between me and the person I'm talking to. So like 30 was like, you're like a dad or something. Like, you could have a fucking kid right now. I wasn't really interested because of that, and just like, I didn't really feel like I meshed with him that well. Like, I didn't think his sense of humor was funny, and like, humor is really big to me. Like, I consider myself like a funny person. Like, this is an entertainment channel, and if I don't vibe like with your sense of humor and like you don't match with mine, like that's just never gonna fucking work. I just felt nothing. There was no chemistry, no sparks. I knew that it was not gonna be something I was going to continue to pursue. Anyway, his friends all pack up to leave because now it's like 7 p.m. like the sun has gone down, whatever, and he like offers to walk me back to my apartment, so I let him. So he walks me back to my apartment, and I kind of just assume he's just gonna leave because like he did come with his friends. So like, if his friends are leaving, like, don't you gotta go? But he like just came inside my apartment with me, and I was kind of like, what are you doing? I did not tell you to come in here, sir. I was like, I'm actually going out tonight and my friend is coming over in literally 30 minutes to meet me, to like start getting ready with me at my apartment before we go out and go to the pregame. And I was like, trying to like get him to leave, you know, trying to be like, I had plans, like you can't be here anymore, I just spent like 2 fucking hours with you at the pool, you know. And he was just like, no, it's fine, like I'll just wait for you to get ready. And I was like, no, like I have to shower, like I have chlorine in my hair, like you know, like really, like please leave. And he was like, no, it's fine, I'll just like play with your kitten like while you take a shower, get ready, whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool. So we go up to my room and I like go into my bathroom and like undress, get in the shower, and I'm like fiddling with the water, whatever, like getting in the shower. And the next thing I know, he comes in my bathroom naked. What is happening right now? He's naked, 30-year-old man from Tinder, naked, impromptu nudity in my bathroom now with me while I am also naked, completely naked in front of him, and I already didn't even want to be in a bikini in front of him, like, oh my god. And I was just like, what is happening? And he was just like, yeah, like I have to shower too because I was at the pool too. Like, what the fuck? Literally gets into my shower with me, and I'm just like I don't even know what to think. Oh, I don't know what to feel. Like who does this? When does this happen? So I literally was just there in the shower with him, naked as he was naked, with his just like 30-year-old dick there in front of me. We literally did not kiss in the shower. We did not touch in the shower. We did not bathe each other in the shower. Like, it literally was not a sexual thing at all. Like, I'm sure he wanted it to be, but I made it very clear, like, I am showering. Like, what the fuck? Like, dude, I was just like, oh, fuck me. He's making a move like he's really trying to fuck me. I'm not gonna do that. And I was like, okay, well, I'm done showering now. And I stepped out and like dried myself with my towel and like went inside my bedroom and shut the door and got dressed. It was so bizarre. The best fucking part of it was, as I am now expecting him to leave, he goes, could I just like eat you out real quick before your friend gets here? And I was like, no, I just don't think you'd be good at it. I literally said that to him! And then he was like super offended, and I was just like, not even like that, it's just like, I just don't want you to fucking do that to me, sir. So that was like one of the funniest / craziest little weird things that's ever happened to me, for real. But anyway, those were my top 3 weird interactions / moments with dudes in college. And like I've said before, beware of Tinder because, obviously. I hope you found those stories pretty entertaining. As always, feel free to check me out on social media. I will leave my usernames to my Instagram and Snapchat down below. It's a pretty good time on my Snapchat, so come hang out. Also, if you are new here, please feel free to subscribe. It's really fun out here. We have a good time. We tell fun stories, and we all talk to each other in the comments, and it's really just great. I love all of you guys, and I hope all of you have a tremendous day. Bye.